What is good, y'all? It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today, guys, we're going to be talking about the trophy case system in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM, and talking about if the trophy case system, or are the trophy cases outdated already in MyTEAM. Now, I don't want you guys jumping to conclusions on this video or anything like that. But we're going to be breaking down all of the pink diamond rewards, then going to all of the opals, all of the dark matters, and then talking about, like, why are we even grinding this anymore? Now, before we dive any further into it, if you're new to the channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button as we're on the road towards 110,000 subscribers. So, yes, let's start with this card. Russell Westbrook, still to this day, is, in my opinion, the best point guard in the game. Now, at least top three. Outside of top three, I don't even think you can make the case. He is a top 3 point guard in the game. So in this context, I don't think Russell Westbrook is outdated. Now, you guys can make the case that Russell Westbrook is outdated, and that's cool, man. That's cool if that's the case you want to make. But for me specifically, I don't think Russell Westbrook is outdated. I think he is the top 3 point guard. And so, if yes, you want to get one trophy case reward, get Russell Westbrook. That's awesome. But let's check out the rest. Elton Brand, maybe top 10 power forward, hardly if he is. Zach Randolph's kind of same in that boat. I don't have either of them as top 10 power forwards. Gordon Hayward, probably a top 5 small forward. I'll give you guys credit. Peja, probably maybe around 10 for the small forward position. James Worthy, probably around the 5 or 6 mark for the power forward, small forward position. Manu, nowhere to be seen. Steve Francis, nowhere to be seen. Brandon Ingram, not great. Dikembe, maybe like 10th on the center list. Michael Finley, not great. Steve Nash, not great. Wally, not great. Arvydas Sabonis, he's okay, but maybe like a 10th best center in my team. And Jordan Poole, not great. So we got Russell Westbrook, who is great. And then who else, right? That's the question I'm trying to say. James Worthy is good, and then Gordon Hayward. So 3 out of the total 15 cards in the Western Conference are cards I would consider good, okay? Eastern Conference, AI, garbage. Brandon Jennings, garbage. Derrick Rose, maybe like the 7th best point guard in the game right now. Big Z, maybe like the 8th through 10th best center. Kevin McHale, maybe like the 5th best power forward, I guess. Rashard Lewis, not great. Jeremy Lin, he's okay, but not great. Alonzo Mourning is really good, just so you guys know. Probably like a top 3 power forward in my team. Tim Hardaway, not great. Kyle Korver, he's okay, not great. Richard Jefferson, probably in the 5 to 10 range at the shooting guard position. Jermaine, again, 5 to 10 range at the center position. Richard Hamilton, not great. Bargnani, not great. Anton Jameson, not great. So we got what? 6 or 7 out of the 30 total trophy case players, which are such a grind to get one of them, that I would consider a top 5 player at their respective positions. You guys do the math, and I'll do it with you. What's 6 or 7 divided by 30? It's literally like 20%. Less than 20% of the pink diamonds are great in my team. And I'd go as far as to argue there's players that are buyouts at every position. Alex Caruso at the point guard position. Shooting guard position, heck. Lance Stevenson, Latrell Sprewell, Diamond Ron Artest. Small forward position, heck. Give me anybody at the small forward position. Diamond Ben Simmons. I mean, these are cards that are better than 80% of the trophy case rewards. And that's what I'm trying to say. Even the pink diamond Joel Embiid that was a free 30-minute grind is better than most of the centers in the trophy case. That's a problem, okay? Then let's talk about the Galaxy Opals. Patrick Ewing. I'm going to look something up right now. Is this card in Patrick Ewing, and you guys are going to hate me for even saying this, is Patrick Ewing better than the free Joel Embiid we just got? 3 ball is basically the same. Defensively, maybe a little better. Badge-wise, maybe a little better. Is he better than Joel Embiid? I don't know if I can say that. And that's crazy that I'm even having this debate. Is Joel Embiid's pink diamond better than Patrick Ewing? Let me know down below in the comments, because I want your guys' opinion on it. Now, to get Patrick Ewing, you do guys realize what you got to do? You've got to complete the entire Division 4, which is 5 teams, man. You've got to complete 5 teams, just like I did in the West for Anthony Davis, who we'll get to in a second. You've got to do all of that for Patrick Ewing. And the next thing I'm going for is Jimmy Butler. The next guy I'm going to talk about. Is Jimmy Butler really that much better than Ron Artest? Now, you guys can argue, yes, he's a little better. And sure, I'll give you guys that argument. He might be a little bit better than a guy like Ron Artest. But it's hardly much. I mean, I've seen Jimmy Butler play, and I'm not that impressed with Jimmy Butler at all. Like, he doesn't change the game in any way, shape, or form. Yes, he's good. He's great defensively. Maybe the best singular defensive player in the game. But it's not like, in my opinion, he changes the game. I'm going to get Jimmy Butler, and he's going to play for me, but I don't think he's that great. And then let's talk about Gilbert Arenas for a second. Now, Gilbert Arenas has a 69 interior defense. Now, he's lucky the point guard position right now is pretty rough, but I don't even think Gilbert Arenas plays right now. I don't think he's better than John Wall. I don't think he's better than Gary Payton. I don't think the card plays. And that's a problem. These cards literally are just available, and they're literally such a long grind. Don't even get me started on how long of a grind these are. And I would say 1 out of these 3 cards is a top 3 player at their specific position, and that's Jimmy Butler, who I believe is a top 2 shooting guard, give or take. That's the problem. Gilbert Arenas is not a top 3 point guard. Patrick Ewing is not a top 3 center. Let's go to the West. Anthony Davis, the best power forward in the game, not including Tim Thomas. If you're talking about Tim Thomas is better than AD, but Tim Thomas is my small forward, AD is my power forward. If there's one thing in this trophy case that was worth doing, it is this Anthony Davis. It is. Outside of AD, there's not much else worth it. AD's worth it. Chris Paul, he doesn't sniff the court. Clyde Drexler, if I had him, would play. Clyde Drexler is another really solid option. So 2 out of 3 of these cards are top 3 at their position, Anthony Davis and Clyde Drexler. Chris Paul doesn't sniff the court. So the Western Conference, I don't even hate it because at least Clyde plays. But it's like, the rest of it I don't get. Okay, now let's talk about the specific rewards. Now, Julius Erving plays. Okay, yes, Julius Erving is outstanding. He's got a 93 ball, 98 driving hook, 90 ball handle, great steal block, perimeter, interior. I mean, this card plays. Julius Erving, I think, is the best overall card there is, maybe outside of AD. I still think AD is better than Dr. J, but Julius Erving, he's good. Okay, I'm not gonna argue against that. I think I don't think he's going to be out by this clause because that's basically impossible. But by next clause, I think Julius Erving is going to be out, and I think he's going to be played. I think he is that good in my team. Tim Duncan, he's not even better than Anthony Davis. And you guys can hate me a ton for saying that, but he's not better than AD. Does he play maybe the backup power forward position? Sure, but he's not better than Anthony Davis. And I'm sorry if you're going to get mad at me for saying that, but that's my opinion on things. Tim Duncan, he's good, but he doesn't play. So the problem is, AD is who I'd recommend going for, but after AD, it's Tim Duncan. So for me, I'm getting AD, and now I'm switching back to the Eastern Conference, trying to grind these out, but by the time I get Dr. J, is he even going to be the best? I mean, these are the things we've got to think about. These are the things we've got to talk about, man. I want Dr. J eventually, but I'm a long ways from getting him, and I hate that. I absolutely hate that I'm that far from getting him, but that's just the truth. I want Dr. J eventually, but I'm a long ways from getting him. And then the worst part about this all is that you grind this all, and at the end of it, you get Larry Bird, bro. You get Larry Bird, who has I get he's a good shooter, but his driving dunk's a 90, his speed is an 87, and he's just mid, man. If you've ever played with Larry Bird, you know what I'm talking about. He's just a mid card in my team. And so that's the problem I have with the trophy case, is by the time Larry Bird is attainable, because I don't think he's going to be attainable. Let's think about it. I don't even think he's going to be attainable until at least season 4. Now, if we look at the cards we saw in season 4 of last year, Larry Bird is not going to be that good for that time. And so my thing is, this card should be the best card in the game by far. And I don't think Larry Bird's going to be that. Dr. J, when he comes out, might be the best card in the game. I guess that's what we'll wait and see. But part of that is just because I don't think the shooting guard position is that great. If we got like a Tim Thomas card at 6'7" that could play shooting guard, and Ricky Davis isn't that. I know you guys are going to try to argue Ricky Davis is that. He's not. But if we got that, then is it like, does Julius Erving even play? That's the problem I have with what's going on in my team right now. I just don't think the trophy case system, I like it, but I don't at the same time. Most people aren't even, a couple trophy cases in. And if you are a top grinder, I don't feel like you get rewarded as much as you should. So that's kind of where I'm at right now as far as this is concerned. Let me know your thoughts on the trophy case down below in the comments. Is it outdated or not? Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.